Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 49, and in this video guys we're gonna talk about few changes that came along with the latest update that happened earlier today in the Tower of Knowledge. I'm pretty sure that most of you guys has noticed the new skill in the Tower of Knowledge in case you're using the GT Arcade client just like myself. And it is this skill here that I'm talking about, Toxin Barrier. So we're gonna talk about a lot of skills, actually not only this one, because there's a lot more skills than this one that appeared in the Tower of Knowledge if you're using the Google version of the game. Let me show you. I've got the screenshots, however the skills not appearing in the GT Arcade. However, I have a lot of screenshots for the other skills that some people sent me on Discord. It should appear right now. This one here is called Blade Vortex, and this one here is called Energy Shield. We're gonna talk about all these skills in this video right now, but we're gonna start with Toxin Barrier. Is it Toxin Barrier or something else? Yeah, it is Toxin Barrier. I believe the skills were made to counter mixed marches or immortals that count a lot on the normal attacks, such as Alex and Hannibal Barca. When you take damage from a normal attack, you have a 65% to apply a stack of toxin to the attacker. Every stack will cause the target to deal 10% at maximum less physical damage. And one stack to 5 stacks, the toxin will explode and cause physical damage up to 350% to all enemy units. This is a very powerful damaging skill that's gonna be working against immortal that counts a lot on normal attacks and immortals that has a very high normal attack speed. Basically it's gonna reduce their physical damage and apply physical damage to all the enemy units, which means that it's gonna be used again on a defense immortal in the front row or attack immortal with other defensive skills such as physical shield and lifelink as well. It's gonna be a very powerful skill. As for the other skills that we have here, the first one is Blade Vortex. Every 12 seconds after the battle starts, physical damage, I don't have the exact percentage, but the physical direct damage rate is 100% to 3 random enemy units. Upon successful hit, the enemy will suffer from a tear effect, taking physical damage every 3 seconds for 12 seconds. This is mainly a DPS skill that occur every 12 seconds of the battle. It doesn't have a chance, right? Yeah, it doesn't have a chance. However, it applies the tier effect, which means that it's gonna be working with the new legendary immortal Loki, because he counts a lot on the tier effect, which means that it is a better replacement compared to Chaotic Blade and Garrett. The other skill that we have is Energy Shield. Every 6 seconds after the battle starts, there is a 70% chance to shield 3 random friendly units to absorb the damage they take for 3 seconds. The absorption rate is up to 240%. This is like a mini Charles shield that applies to 3 random friendly units. And it has a very high chance. 70% chance is a lot. And it's gonna be very powerful on squish marches such as water and fire as well, in case you would like to stand a chance against marches that sustain a lot such as Holy and Earth. Unyielding: when you have less than 50% troops, your critical rate increases by 30% when it's maxed, and you will recover 30% HP every time you deal physical damage. So this is basically for fire marches, I believe, for an immortal such as Hippolyta, or maybe an immortal such as Saint Duke, because it applies physical damage and it counts on how much damage you're dealing during the fight. And we all know that Hippolyta deals a lot of damage combined with her artifact. Same for an immortal such as Saint Duke. Let me check if they have some limitation, because no, we went too far. This is the first one, no limit. and it is a trigger type skill. Energy shield is trigger, no limit. Yielding is no limit, passive. Storm strike. This is one of my favorite skill of the new ones, and I believe that this one was designed for an immortal such as Alex and Hannibal, immortal who counts a lot on their normal attacks. Every normal attack you have a 35% chance to cause magical damage to all enemy units up to 100%. So this does not count on your base magical damage stats. It counts on your physical damage stats. However, instead of the physical damage, it's gonna be magical damage. I hope I understood this correctly. And we're gonna need to do more tests to understand these skills probably. So I think this skill has been made for mixed marches or earth marches or wind marches exclusively for Alex and Hannibal, but we're gonna see in the future how people are gonna use this. Battle stance. During the first 20 seconds of the battle, decrease the damage you take by 70%. So this is looks like a defensive skill at first. However, but you cannot gain any energy. After the first 20 seconds, increase the damage you deal by 30% and increase the energy regeneration speed by up to 35%, I think, when it's maxed until the battle ends, if I remember correctly. So at first, you become a defensive immortal for the first 20 seconds of the battle. You take 70% less damage. However, you cannot gain any energy. After 12 seconds ends, it increases your damage by 100% and increases the energy regeneration speed by a lot as well. So this is for slow marches, such as maybe water marches. However, water marches are not even that slow. So maybe it's for holy marches. I think it would work perfectly for an immortal such as Manko combined with Demonic Contract and Void Realm, because combined with all these skills, I don't think Manko is gonna suffer any damage at the first 20 seconds of the battle. You know, guys, Void Realm, how it works exactly, you can check Tower of Knowledge. And you know how Demonic Contract works. So I think that Battle Stance is gonna work perfectly with Demonic Contract. However, using two defensive skills on the same immortal is not gonna be a smart idea. So Battle Stance, I can see it working very, very well with Demonic Contract. Spring Flight, this is a healing skill. It increases the healing effect received by all friendly units by 25%. And every time a unit receives a healing, they will receive 15% less damage for 3 seconds. This is also a very, very powerful skill for sustained marches, such as Earth and Holy. And it could work very well for marches combined with other healing skills, such as maybe Shelter, and in case you have some Triss skills or KVK skills, I can see that it works very well with Purification. And there was this other skill, I don't remember its name. It's how about we check Tower of Knowledge for it? Yeah, this skill here, Vitality Touch. I always forget its name. Alright, we have a couple more skills. Toxin Barrier, we already explained it, and it's already in Tower of Knowledge GT Arcade. Impulsion. Every time you deal critical damage with a normal attack, increases the physical damage you deal by 3 seconds. I don't exactly understand how or the exact explanation of this skill. However, I think it increases the physical damage by 55%. Every time you deal a critical damage with a normal attack, it increases the physical damage you deal by 55% for 3 seconds. So I think this is gonna change a bit few things when it comes to Alex. Because Alex doesn't have to use cleave, unlike Hannibal Barca, who have multiple cleaves damage either from his ultimate skill or the cleave that we can use on him, or the buff that he gets from Ken Emperor. Alex can use one single target skill such as Combo combined with Wind Rage or Berserker. So I think this skill would work perfectly on Alex, and then you have to combine him with a skill such as Weakness and is gonna work very, very well on Earth marches. In case you're using Cleopatra as well, you could run Pace in this case. So this is played Vortex again, and we're done with all the skills. This is all the new skills that appeared in Tower of Knowledge today, and this is everything I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. Let me know how you could possibly use these new skills in case you got them in the future. If you have any new ideas, make sure to mention them down below in the comments. This will be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a wonderful day.